So currently there is a blackout at my house. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that bother me about retail. First thing, when customers don't respond. I didn't realize I was talking to no one. You're standing at the counter, right? And you're like, hey, so how was your day? And they just look at you and you're like, did you hear me? Hello? This close to me, like, and I'm looking at them and I'm speaking loud, like I have to speak loud. So I'm just like I'm going through all these things in my mind, you know, I'm theorizing and I'm like doing all these equations trying to figure out why did this person not respond? Because I have no clue why they didn't respond. Sometimes it's like maybe they genuinely did not hear. Like I could be like in ladies and I'd be like, hey, did you need help with anything? And they don't hear me, and then I just like lose all my self-esteem. I'm like, you know what, this person didn't hear me. I'm obviously not loud enough. No one else is gonna hear me anyway. And there's no battery. This happens every time I'm making a video. Why does this happen? The second thing that bothers me about retail is when customers spend so much money. I worked in fast food for a very long time, so your bills really did not get that high. Like the most, maybe they'd get to like $150, and that was like kids parties, you know, so I expected it to be really expensive. But people come here and they buy like a bikini and it's like $150, and I'm like, how do you spend that much money on a bikini? How do you spend that much money in general? And like they are just like paying it off like without a care in the world. Like they spend that money every day, like that is just a few dollars to them. To me, I am worth that much money. $100 to them is the equivalent of my $1. So it's like, how? Just seems like so much money, and yeah. The third thing that bothers me about retail is when I don't have what customers want. In retail, obviously, you kind of like build up a relationship with customers, you know, so that you can really help them out. And I feel so bad when I like really got to know a customer, you know, they told me about what they were shopping for, you know, how their day had been, you know, who they were shopping for, how their shopping experience has been, how's the parking outside, and then I don't have what they want, and I feel like I just wasted their time. Like I literally cannot help but feel immensely guilty at not having it, even though it wasn't even my fault. It may not have been my fault, but I feel like it was my fault. The fourth thing that bothers me about retail is when I do have what they want. Let's say they wanted a certain dress and it's like, great, I have that dress. But I was working Christmas casual time, so that was the time when everything was kind of going out of stock and we really weren't getting anything in. We had very selected sizes in what was left. Like whatever was in our store was what we had. And I feel really bad when like a girl would try something on and she would absolutely love it, right? But it just didn't fit right. She'd be like, oh, I need the size up, or oh, I need the size below. And we didn't have it. If you don't have it, that's, you know, that's okay, that's alright, you don't have it, you can go find it somewhere else. But if you have it, you fell in love with something, and then you can't get it because it doesn't fit you, that is even worse. I feel 10 times guiltier in that situation, and I can't stand the fact that I just don't have what they need. Like, how messed up is that? Like, you fall in love with something and then you can't get it. The fifth and final thing that bothers me about retail is upselling. You know, that's what retail's about, you know, you gotta kind of sell and stuff like that, and you know, you've got to reach those daily budgets, and so you really need to be working on like getting people to buy more things. And I'm just really bad at that. Like if people came in to get something, I'm gonna help them get what they need. I do not have it in me to make them buy something else, because as I said before, the idea of people spending so much money just amazes me. Like, I don't want them to spend any more. Like, I generally feel bad when people spend more money. Even though I'm supposed to be getting them to do that, and like, it's a good thing, I don't feel like it's a good thing. Like, my conscience hurts. Like, I can't do it. And just in general, the store that I worked at, you know, it had higher quality items, therefore they were generally higher in price. And just adding on more things would just, it's like not even adding like a little bit on, like it would dramatically add on a large amount of money onto the total bill. And I just can't do that to them. And it's like, humans lack self-control, you know what I mean? Like if I go, hey, look at this, they'll be like, oh my god. Okay, and I'm back. So humans lack self-control. So like if I say, oh hey, look at this, they'll be like, oh yeah, great, awesome. You know what I mean? And they'll just go and they'll just buy everything without a care in the world, without thinking it through. Like Mitzi. And because I know humans lack self-control, I feel bad taking advantage of their lack of self-control. But yeah, that is all for this video. That's what I found bothered me over the 8-week Christmas period that I worked. But it was a really good experience. I really liked it. Despite the negatives that came from it, but still, I thought it was really good. So, thanks for watching. Bye guys. Now watch me set the tone. You're a
the bad life.